I'm doing is a plank test. The specific components of the physical test that I'm measuring is core strength. The reason why this is important to health for either adults or athletes is because core strength is relevant in all facets of our life. From getting out of bed in the morning, from moving a kid, picking up a kid. For athletes, it's a chain of power from being able to communicate your upper body, your lower body, and transfer power and be dynamic in your sport and be able to turn and move with strength and power. I suffer a little bit from a bad discs in my back, and core strength is very important for me. So it's something that hits home. For my physical demonstration, the scoring of the fitness test, an average time for adults is 30 to 60 seconds. This is non-sport, non-athletic adults, maybe people who don't work out so much, or regular 9 to 5 Joes that aren't really in the gym a lot. For athletes, so we're thinking more collegiate to high school athletes, 2+ minutes, or professional, 2+ minutes is a common time, and this can really depend varying on sport. All right, we're gonna move on to the physical demonstration of this skill. So biggest thing, we're gonna instruct our participants to start in a kneeled position on the floor, and we're gonna instruct them that they will be resting on their elbows and forearms at a 90-degree angle. They'll have their arms rested on the ground as such, so they can, after kneeling, they can go to maybe a laying position. Ideally, they're going to start with the elbows at a 90-degree position right here, and this is a great time to instruct them to keep their shoulders positioned back like they're trying to retract their shoulders down to keep them locked, and have our shoulders stacked over elbows, not doing a plank all the way back here, not doing a plank all the way forward here. And then with my feet, I'm going to be on my toes as such, as to not have I'm not going to be doing a plank here on my knees. I'm not going to test too much. I'm not going to be doing a plank with my butt in the air like this. That deactivates our core. I'm not going to be doing a plank like this where I'm just lying on the floor. This is doing nothing. This is stretching out my lumbar spine a little bit. So a good key that you can use is to suck your belly button to the back of your spine, back of your stomach, in a nice straight position, and with their head positioned in about a neutral spot. This is the proper form for a plank position. And this test would go for about 2 minutes for me, and make sure you instruct the athlete or person you are instructing that they're to hold it for as long as they can. The longer the time, the better. We get a better judgment of how developed their core is, and maybe struck some weak spots or some strong points in their form and in their core strength. Back to a more comfortable position, I want to talk about the validity evidence that I'm looking for that validates this test. The biggest thing that validates this test is that it's very hard, if re-administered, even if the same day or in a 72-hour period, for the test scores to go up. This is really very largely dependent on previous strength or accumulated strength, so it's not something that can be easily replicated or possibly cheated on. This is a very rudimentary, strict test. And another way to back this test up is we can take our times and the strength that we have and kind of the time slots that they have, and if they perform well in other strength tests, we can easily back it up and determine that the test time that we have for our isometric plank hold is in fact valid. Thank you so much. I also had a bonus guest who wanted to join me and was begging at the door. This is my cat. Thank you, Dr. Gall.